All right, where's our Mandolorian statue? No.
Right?
I feel like we haven't gotten R2 any.
The cookie jar or two?
Is this a cookie jar?
Open is.
You can't sneak into that cookie jar.
What's up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to another TV Talk. We're here to finally review The Mandalorian. My name's Luke. This is Mr. Tyler.
I'm Mr. Tyler. This is the beautiful Brett.
Hey.
It's finally here getting to this. We've been busy, but
You know what's exciting, though? We're still talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
yes.
It's a blessing and a curse this year, but at least tonight I think it'll be good.
Tons of Star Wars just happening at the end of the year. And then me and my personal life not making it any harder. Or
You're not making it any easier to move on.
yes, because I'm watching Clone Wars and playing Battlefront 2 still. So
I'm also now doing those same things, so...
They had a very coordinated blitz here between their video Fallen Order, Mandalorian,
Rise of Skywalker.
And
Now
then
Clone Wars in February.
Yeah, in February, Clone Wars. Oh my gosh.
All right, Mandalorian, guys. Mandalorian. Let's do this. We got a movie night planned.
That's true. Yeah, Mandalorian. Really good stuff, I thought. Overall, I thought there was some low points in the middle, which I struggled with, but overall, I was very pleased with my Star Wars live-action TV show that I was given.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure, I think, this being the first live-action TV show. The other shows that have existed are very much for a younger audience. They're animated, and that's great. That's their target. But this had, I think, a lot of pressure riding on it to be good.
I think overall they made the right choice, though, not going with like a Jedi story.
Yes.
Let's go with something a little more off the beaten path. Let's not give them everything we always give them.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's always popular, so
Yeah.
being able to take that inspiration to make a show, I think, was smart.
I agree.
And take something that I just loved about this show. I feel like there was so much influence from Filoni's animated shows, which was just so nice. Like we got an episode, I don't know if it was just in the finale or if we kind of got a peek at it when we first see the flashback of the Mandalorian as a kid, but we got Death Watch.
Yeah. We got...
Heck yeah, like I love Death Watch. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like just a lot of little things like that. And then, I mean, we're doing full spoilers.
Yeah,
Like at the end, we get the Darksaber, which just made me so happy. Like I'm so hyped for season 2 now.
That's what kind of inspired me to watch Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Because I was like, whoa, that's cool looking. What's
Yeah.
that? And then that's when I texted you guys, and you were like, Clone Wars, man. I was like, frick. Now I have to watch it.
And Rebels.
Yeah. One at a time. One step at a time. We're working on it.
We'll get there.
I would agree with your feelings on The Mandalorian, though. I think it's overall, I'm excited for a season 2. You said the middle. I say there's 2 episodes in particular that I just do not like. I didn't find any enjoyment in them. I felt like they were a slog to watch.
Yeah. For me, I think it was. Well, same episodes. I didn't like them.
Which episode?
Episode
5 and 6
5,
for
the
me.
gunslinger, and then episode 6, the prisoner. I did not like.
No, me
So
either.
the only 2 not written by Jon Favreau.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy those.
They're definitely the ones that stood out as the episodic, right? If
They didn't feel like they had any place being there.
Right.
Take them out.
The show doesn't change.
Show doesn't change.
My other issue is it's an 8-episode show with 30 to 40 minute episodes, and you have to, for whatever reason, there's 2 filler episodes in there that really you could have done more to contribute to the story, I feel like.
Yeah, one of my points is that the show, and this might just be our TV watching culture today, we really like serials. We are in for that, like, give me an overarching story, you know. Yes, sitcoms are episodic in nature. Like, they're one-offs. You can watch anyone at any time. It doesn't matter. But we don't have that in Star Wars. Really, even in any of the other animated series, they all tie in, and so to have those two be like that, it really did like it. I think it contributed a little bit to the character of the Mandalorian, but that's about it.
Yeah.
There weren't really any other tie-ins, and when you have episodes this short, I do think it shows those shortcomings more, because it's like, why didn't you just take 5 more minutes and tie it in somehow?
Right, like why were you guys hamstrung to that time limit?
Right.
But yeah, those 2 episodes kind of, I don't want to say they took me out of the show, but it kind of like every other
made
episode
me worry.
It just made me like, I kind of got bored.
Yeah.
That was my issue. Like the show was at a really good pace, I think, ahead of that. I actually enjoyed episode 4. It's the classic Western episode. You got to save the town. Like I thought that was really cool. I'm like, all right, yeah, they're leaning into this thing. And then we go 5, 6, and I'm like, okay, I guess. And then 7, 8 just ends. And you're like, all right, we could have built up the final moment a little bit better in 5 and 6.
I think kind of what you were saying, Luke, or I don't know if you said this or you were just alluding to it, but it feels like Favreau had this probably 6-episode story written, and someone was like,
but we need 8 episodes.
6 maybe feels too short. Let's get 8. We'll bring in these 2 other writers. We know that they have this limited amount of influence it can have, because we're not bringing any characters in to the final 2 episodes,
because they kill all the new characters.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think the people in the prison
in the prison one, they survived.
But like, we killed the young buck kid and we killed Ming-Na Wen. It's like, okay, like, great. And then I don't know, my biggest problem with those episodes was I hated all the characters they gave me. I didn't like any of the Dirty Dozen squad they gave me. I thought they were so irritating.
Yeah, I didn't. I just found them really uninteresting.
Yeah.
And like they kept alluding to something he did before.
Yeah, it's like,
okay,
cool.
But there's absolutely no payout. I could see them coming back in season 2 and them having a bigger story arc.
Yeah.
I don't
especially because in episode 5, some random boot shows up and finds Ming-Na Wen's body.
Oh, yeah.
We never allude to that before or after that.
There's a number of things that are very... I think it's pretty clear that they're referencing for the future of the show. However, when they're shoehorned into episode... I won't say they're shoehorned in. When they're placed in episodes that feel like they don't belong in the main narrative anyways, then it just feels like filler.
Yeah.
Because there's no payoff. Now, they do some good payoff stuff in this season with things from the, between the beginning and end. But let's talk about some of the things we like.
Yeah.
Because
other than that,
it's easy to
negative
nitpick.
is out of the way.
all my negative stuff is really just in those 2 episodes. And then episode 4 with the Walker, I did like that episode, but I didn't think it was great. That's really all with that. I
really like that
Walker.
one.
I like that episode.
I liked how they turned that very we're desensitized to ATSTs at this point, right? Like, yeah, it's cool, it's Star Wars, but they gave it like this menacing.
I like the red lighting
like,
from the
eyes
inside
coming through it. They made it a monster that you couldn't deal with. Hey, Podcat, you gonna come join us?
Meow. I do have a question though.
Yeah.
I never understood it. What are these things they're using to track people, and how do they work? They never, like, I'm not saying it needs to be explained, but they're just like, here, this will track this person exactly where they are. So does that person does Baby Yoda have a tracker in him? Does Ming-Na Wen have a tracker in her? It's like, what is going on with this? Like,
It is a little yada yada, isn't it?
It's so just like, we need them to get here.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. I hated those things. I thought that was just badly incorporated in. Have them be like, oh, they're here. Like, just have them go find them. I don't know, track them, tracking footprints or something.
The only thing I thought that was weird about it is they would break them, and it would basically be their way of erasing where they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought that was odd. Otherwise, they didn't really bother me too much.
Bye, kitty cat.
This is perfect. Oh. Bye. But no, I get what you're saying. It was because all it was like a chip. It looked like a gigapet with an antenna.
Yeah, it was lazy.
But I mean, when you only have 30 minutes and 8 episodes, you got to do something to make it happen.
Yeah.
But things we liked, we should probably I feel like we should get this out of the way.
Casting.
I was gonna say Baby Yoda.
Well, yeah, he's part of the cast.
The cast of Baby Yoda.
Yeah, no, but yes, Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda's so cute, and yeah, we're just falling into that bandwagon. Yeah, how can you not like Baby Yoda?
Well, I think that's a staple of Star Wars is not only is unique creature designs, but also cute creature designs, right? Like, love them or hate them, the Ewoks, they're cute little creatures,
they are cute.
right? Like, you have those in almost every of the episodic series, and then when you look at the animated series as well, like, there's lots of, like, cute creatures. So the fact that we get one in here, and
it was awesome.
Who's key to the story is
very central.
cool.
Plus, like, it reminds you of a character who
Everyone
are
loves.
nostalgic for,
but
know nothing about.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun because, like, we don't know what species of alien it is. We don't.
Which is unique for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like,
usually they tell you everything.
They usually tell you everything. and usually when you don't know, people are furious because they need to know.
But he's just so cute.
Who's Snoke? We gotta know. If you don't tell me, I'm gonna be pissed. If you kill him off without telling me, I'm gonna be pissed. But, like, Baby Yoda, he has an endearing aspect to him that it's like, so cute. I don't need to know more. He's just cute.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I kind of enjoy not knowing, though, which is which is weird because like what you're saying is absolutely true. Because I'm definitely of the camp of when Snoke was killed, I was like, man, who is this dude? But like Baby Yoda, I don't care.
Yeah, and I'd like to keep not knowing, like, race and stuff. They have said that he has a name, they just haven't said it yet. Which
who named him?
Probably Jon Favreau.
Probably.
Well, I mean, like within the show. Maybe he's Yoda's like long lost child.
Oh God!
Wouldn't that make you so happy, Brett?
No, he's a clone of Yoda. Baby Yoda's a clone.
Here we go, new theory. I think I'll
watch it pay off this time.
I'll have to be Team Brett on whatever his idea is because I'm not of the Yoda clone theory.
I'm going for it. For it.
There is an interesting. I love how it's implemented. I don't love it as a overarching Star Wars thing, which is here's this infant that can use the Force really, really well. But I love how it's used in the show, where it's like these people. Jedi, Sith, they're all just legends to them. They've never seen a Force user before. And so, like, to witness those moments...
It's cool to see how everybody responds.
When the Mudhorn is, like, he's like, oh, it's floating there.
Baby, do the hand thing.
Yeah.
Do the hand thing. And he's just like...
Cara Dune's getting choked out. Oh, no.
Yeah, that is cool. And it provides a lot of fun moments of, like... awe, I think, for the characters.
If this show has taught me anything about the Star Wars fandom, it is that people are actually okay with some of those unexplained, subversive, non-traditional things. It just has to be done with tact, I think. And maybe new characters that, you can get away with that.
There's no baggage with these characters, and it helps. Helped me. I'll say it.
Yeah.
It helped me tremendously because I'm not expecting anything watching this. This was like a blank slate for me, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Minus 2 episodes, but I loved it.
Let's talk some more about the other cast members. You mentioned Baby Do the Hand thing. I thought Carl Weathers was great.
Me too.
Yeah.
And like
he was good.
I thought he was gonna be in the first episode and then done. So I was glad we got him through the rest of.
And then
kind of through the rest of the season.
Then he
got him
back.
in the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed his little turn at the end too. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, of course he's trying to
He's just a guy trying to get out of it the best way he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, when everything kind of starts going wrong and then Baby Yoda heals him, it's like, okay, yeah, that's cool.
He's essentially DJ from The Last Jedi, where he's out for himself. Mm-hmm. And there's not necessarily a good and a bad, but how am I going to survive?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a lot more character there, so you build them up, and it explores that moral gray area that Star Wars, for as black and white as it likes to be, is still like really like fast and loose with morals, and so to see characters wrestle with that is cool.
That's one of my favorite things about Star Wars is its Western vibe, not just like, and this series is very Western.
Oh yeah.
Very.
But like just the world of Star Wars, you can shoot somebody in a bar and it's fine.
Yeah.
Like that's in A New Hope and a lot of the other ones too. It's just like, oh yeah, that dude just shot that guy in the face. Anyway, so
pour me another beer, please.
Yeah, like it's like I just
Sorry for your trouble.
I love that kind of sense of tone that they carry over from Westerns as well.
Yeah. I just enjoy like you said, the whole show is very Western. I think it's cool that we get something like this to introduce people to Westerns too.
Yeah.
Hopefully it provides people with a little bit more comfort.
This series is literally like the Clint Eastwood film library.
Clint Eastwood love letter via Star Wars.
The Mandalorian, based off of Pale Rider. No.
Directed by Clint Eastwood. What?
Whoa.
It all comes full circle.
We got him. IG-11. What'd you think of IG-11? I loved IG-11.
I'm indifferent. Awesome. I don't know. I thought he was cool. I didn't have any problem with him.
I thought he was
the best nurse ever.
I thought he was cool in the first episode, and I loved him in the last episode.
So
I like his awesome
shooting
scene where
people
he shoots
with
everyone.
Baby Yoda on his chest.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Oh yeah, his action is great. Honestly, I think my main complaint is I wish there was more.
Yeah.
I wish we didn't just get him in the first
an episode
and then the last two episodes.
Yeah. And I can always take more voice work by Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Part of me hoped he sounded like Korg because I think he would have been hilarious. But I liked his
I'm an
voice.
IG droid.
Yeah. I did enjoy his voice work though. I thought he did a good job.
We kind of mentioned Cara Dune earlier.
Yeah.
Cara?
Gina Carano.
Is that her first name?
Cara Dune, yeah.
Cara.
Cara Dune.
Cara. C-A-R-A.
I thought she was good. I thought
I don't
Gina
think
Carano
she was given a lot to work with.
No.
But that's kind of the main characters in this show, the challenge with them they're the stout, like,
brutes.
we don't talk military type, right? Mm-hmm. And so with what she was given, I thought she did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so too. I didn't feel like she overacted any scenes like she has in other movies, Deadpool specifically. But no, I thought she was good.
Yeah, same. And I liked kind of we got a little bit of cool lore with like, oh, she was a drop trooper for the rebellion. It's like, oh, she's like really out to get all these Imperial people. I thought that was really cool.
Speaking of Imperials, how do we feel like they handled not only the fall of the Empire with kind of they're there, but they're not in.
They're there,
They're
but
in
they're
shambles.
not gone.
They're not gone. But also then Werner Herzog as the client. I think he's kind of that big name get that most Star Wars fans probably don't care about, but you hear Werner Herzog, you're like, oh, he's gonna class up the place.
Yeah. I think he's gonna have good acting. You know?
They really paid people for this show.
I thought he was really cool.
Yeah.
I think he did a good job, but honestly, the thing that I appreciate most was his contribution of making sure that Baby Yoda was a puppet.
Yeah. That's really cool.
The story goes they went to film blanks with him, so just, him without the puppet.
Right.
And he's like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, we're gonna film some slates just so we can put it in later if we decide we want to do." He's like, "You cowards, use the puppet."
That's so awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Straight up, you cowards.
Yeah, I liked his place in the show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he did a really good job.
He was in a lot more than I expected him to be.
Yeah.
Like, I saw his
Kind of
name
the
and I
same
was
as
like...
Carl Weathers. I thought he'd be in the first episode.
First, maybe 1 or 2 episodes throughout the season, but he's in it quite a bit more.
Until he gets blown away.
I don't know. He was killed without a real backstory. Do people in Star Wars like that? That's not what I hear. I hear people need everything explained to them.
Did he fall down a hole? He might come back.
The villain too. This is true.
Unfortunately, he got shot like 80 times.
How much did he hate Baby Yoda? It's important.
Which leads us to our final villain, or the big bad, revealed there in the
Guy who owns the chicken place in Breaking Bad.
I haven't watched Breaking Bad and I didn't know that, but that makes it even better.
Yep. He's like one of the big drug lord.
And he owns a chicken
Distributors.
joint?
Yeah.
Is it called Chicken Max?
It's Pollo Loco,
Nice.
I think.
Makes sense.
Moff Gideon.
Yep.
Played by
Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
I was gonna butcher that pronunciation, so thank you for saving me.
Okay. When he showed up, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. I like this guy. He's a good actor. And I thought he was entertaining. Mm-hmm. Straight up, the only thing I care about him is that he has the Darksaber. That's all I care about.
Well, that's really all they only give you to care about.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give you anything else prior.
Like it's setting him up as here's a powerful villain. We're gonna reintroduce him in season 2. Don't worry.
Yeah, because like when he shows up, I'm like, oh, this is just the final boss you have to kill to win the show.
Yeah.
And then like at the end, I'm like, oh no, this guy's the real deal. This guy's a problem.
I was kind of worried it was going to be like, and we kill him off.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and plus we got more Death Troopers, which was really cool. Kind of a callback to Rogue One.
Yeah. Anytime I see Death Troopers,
Death Troopers are legit.
they're my favorite design for any kind of Imperial
Trooper.
Oh my gosh, so good.
But then yeah, the reveal that he has the Darksaber. Oh my gosh, I lost my cookies. Like he stabbed out, and I was like, does he have a lightsaber? What the heck?
Yeah, right. I thought it was just like a black lightsaber.
And then it was like the black blade, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
I know what that is.
Because I don't want to ruin the animated shows for Tyler,
Sorry, guys.
but the person who has that blade is the person who rules Mandalore.
Yeah.
Like-
I did a little bit of reading on it because
So what
I needed
happened
to know
on
what it was.
Mandalore? Because last we heard it was Sabine had helped kind of take Mandalore back. And
She didn't want to rule.
She didn't want to rule, so she gave the Darksaber to Bo-Katan, who was Duchess Satine's sister.
Right.
And she's a member of Death Watch who saved our main character. I don't remember his name because I honestly don't care about it. Mando's a cooler name.
Yeah, Mando's a way cooler name. I would agree.
Din Djarin.
Yeah, that name.
Din Djarin.
Din Djarin.
So like
Din Djarin.
that
Sounds like he's from Wakanda.
Yeah.
that saber came out and I was just like, so many things are going through my head, and I was just like, who is showing up in next season? Because like, are we gonna get Bo-Katan? I'm trying to remember. Are we gonna get Sabine? Because it's like right after Sabine is definitely alive at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, the theory crafting begins. For
Oh my
Luke.
gosh.
I thought it was, as someone who
so Bo-Katan in Clone Wars and Rebels, maybe just Rebels, I don't know, is voiced by Katie Sackhoff. A person who's not I don't remember the word I'm looking for. She's known to the nerd world.
Yeah.
So is she gonna show up in Star Wars as the live action version of?
That'd be cool.
I'd be down.
Heck yeah! Like, oh my gosh.
And as someone who like hasn't watched the Clone Wars and Rebels, that scene is still super like intriguing to me because if you've only watched the live action stuff, at that point you've never seen that weapon.
Right.
So you're just like,
You're just going, what is that?
this black light?
yeah,
Tell me more.
exactly. And then I was like, all right, we're starting Clone Wars right now. Like, this needs to be explained to me. And I did a little bit of reading on it, but not much because I started to realize, I'm going to spoil everything for myself. But no, it looks awesome. Super, super excited to get there.
I can't wait for you to finish Clone Wars, man.
Some other things that I really like before we get into...
We didn't talk about the main character.
Yeah, that's good.
Pedro Pascal was great. I thought he was a fantastic casting.
He did amazing with just his voice and his body language, and I'm really, really hoping he takes his helmet off more in season 2.
I almost hope he doesn't.
I just think he can.
He is. I see where you're coming from.
I just want to see that full range.
Right.
I was really upset they showed of his face.
See, I was kind of hoping they never did.
There's no reason for us to see it. There's no reason. What's the reveal? Look, it's Pedro Pascal. That dude you know.
I like the scene where he does take the helmet off and set it down and you never see
his face.
Anything. You just see the helmet on
Yeah,
the
I
lead.
was hoping they'd do that again, and IG could have just been like, oh. And like, when they're, I don't know, like I didn't think they were going to do it, but like with all this buildup of no taking off your helmet, I was like, is he actually like an alien race? And it's weird, like it's super strange that they let in somebody that isn't a Mandalorian, even human-looking person into their creed.
Right.
But no, it's just Pedro Pascal. Then he puts it back on, and it's kind of nothing. It's like, well, great. You could have.
Star Wars fans gotta be mad about something.
I'm just thinking like it could have been saved for a better moment.
I see where Luke's coming from, and in that it doesn't contribute to anything other than IG saving him.
Right.
Like, why not wait for that reveal when we get to see it? The other characters get to see it as well. Not the one that's about to blow up.
I think it's for more general audiences. People who are like, I got a free subscription to Disney Plus, and I'll watch the Star Wars show because my kids, that's my parents, right? My parents have it free through their phone carrier or whatever. They wouldn't watch this, except that my sister and I are talking about it all the time. So this is a play. This is something that you do to like make that character more relatable.
Yeah.
At the end of a season to keep people intrigued.
Yeah.
Say,
I can get that.
Who is that? Pedro Pascal? Oh, well, maybe I'll come back and see him some more in season 2.
I just would have loved to see major cojones to just go straight Dread and you never show the main character's face.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
One of the best parts about Dread is they don't show his face.
I would have been fine with him not taking his helmet off.
Like I said, I think he did a great job.
But yeah, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Great
So,
voice acting.
Good choice.
Apparently, he's not in some episodes entirely.
Oh, like they just
maybe 3 or 4 of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's like body doubles, and he just does voice work. So that was kind of disappointing, but makes total sense.
Yeah, I'm sure he's busy.
You've got schedule, yeah.
I'm waiting for the Mandalorian to show up in Battlefront 2.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that this
double
past
bumpers,
weekend.
Pull out the disintegration rifle. Thank you.
We were talking about that this past weekend,
Yep.
and I was like, so how long do you think we wait for Mandalorian to be in Battlefront?
He's gonna show up, I bet, pretty quickly.
So speaking of the disintegration gun, I was really impressed with the show's visual effects.
Yeah.
We knew it had a big budget, but like things look good, from the disintegration to creatures like the Mudhorn, which are definitely completely CGI.
They didn't get a real Mudhorn?
I know, right? I don't.
That's lazy.
Lazy.
Shame on you,
Lazy
Disney.
writing. 0 out of 10.
To the final episode where he's jetpacking around and on a TIE fighter. Like, we got that in a TV show. Yeah. That's awesome.
I love the foldable wings on the TIE fighter too.
Mm-hmm. Those were introduced in Rebels?
I think it was it? I don't remember. Maybe.
I thought it was dope. I was like, that's cool.
I've seen him more now, but yeah.
Who do you think Mr. Boot was? Got any speculation? Think it's a new character, or do you think we'll recognize him?
I think it'll be an actor we recognize, but I think it'll be a new character. But I haven't watched Clone Wars, so I don't know who it could be.
Trying to remember what the booth looked like.
It's just it was pretty shadowed. It was at night.
Yeah.
I
Kept light behind it.
I think he had a cape on.
what time?
So-
What do we
Donald
know?
Glover.
Do we know when? Do we know when the Obi-Wan series takes place?
In between 3 and 4, I'm pretty sure. Mainly based off of Ewan McGregor's age is what I'm basing that off of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this would have taken place after he's dead, anyways. Spoilers.
What? Obi-Wan dies?
What movie was
Never
that
mind.
in?
I was gonna pull like a. They're gonna all tie in together, but no. No, I don't know. Probably someone from his past.
Yeah, probably some of his past, or I could see them doing.
It's his dad. No.
I could see him doing like another. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like another bounty hunter that we'd recognize. I could see them introducing Boba. I wouldn't like it, but I could see him doing it. I could also. We never know what happens to Cad Bane. I could see a Cad Bane popping up.
What about? See, now I'm just trying to tie it in too much to other things.
The problem with Star Wars.
Could be Luke coming back. He had a sense of a powerful Force user in his
could.
own planet.
It
And it's Sebastian Stan.
We get Sebastian Stan in here for some young. I'm down for that.
There's
really,
been rumors or talkings and stuff that they're going to introduce
trying to-
characters from the Skywalker saga.
What was your? Do you guys have a favorite episode?
For me, it was probably episode 3.
I actually thought about this, and I was like, is it okay if I say episode 1, 2, 3 as one episode? No, 3. 3 is awesome. I agree with you.
3 is just took off literally
Yeah.
with jetpacks.
They took the top off the defense there.
Yeah. And like I love 7 and 8 as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean like 1 and 2 were good and then 3 was like, yeah, what?
3 was when you were like, okay, yeah, this show's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really starts taking off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus I love all the stuff with like the Mandalorian coven.
Culture and
Like I just want to deep dive into that, like with all these people that
And that's the
aren't
closest.
actually Mandalorians.
And that's the closest you get to it, to really getting to go live in that world.
Like
for a little bit.
I want these like other Clone Wars characters to show up and they just whoosh, take off their helmet and like everybody else be like, whoa! Like,
Did he just quit his job?
what are you doing? He's like, what? Like, I'm an actual Mandalorian. I can do this.
What was
I'm
your
not
favorite?
a fondling.
Oh, my favorite? It's tough.
I think it's hard to break them off into like separate episodes.
Yeah.
I'd probably say 7, just off the top.
Penultimates are always good.
Penultimates are usually very good.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked 4. It was the first like, okay, we're done with the intro. Mm-hmm. Let's go on an adventure, and it felt like a really nice cohesive adventure that ended up tying into the rest of the story, which is why
Yeah.
I like it way more than 5 and 6.
Yeah.
You know,
Kind of retrospectively, I do enjoy 4 more, but when I finished it, I did think it was just done.
yeah.
So that's why it's a little lower.
I think
lot
4.
lower than mine.
I think 4 gets belittled because right after 4, all the momentum died.
Yeah.
For me, and so I'm just like, okay. But I did enjoy that episode.
I wonder if they had. I wonder if they had saved the assassination attempt for the beginning of 5. If that would have made it feel a little more.
as part of the show. Yeah.
Like not so standalone. Like even though it's just probably 3 minutes of footage, it you have this idea that we're still where we were on the last episode, but now we're given a reason to go do
To
something
leave.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than the assassination attempt being stopped is like a bookend to that episode, and then you're starting a whole new part.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
I don't know.
Just a thought.
Just a thought.
Yeah. Oh, I love his insignia.
Yeah.
The mudhorn on the side. And I also love how I liked the. First of all, we got battle droids, which was really cool. Went straight back into the Clone Wars. I thought that was awesome.
I think those are the best looking droids we've ever seen.
Because they're not CGI.
Because they're. And the ones that are CGI are or they're cleaned up, but they're. The problem with the prequel droids, in my opinion, is that they all look so shiny and new, and they're never dirty. And these are like
It's because they're straight off the.
I know it
assembly
makes
line.
sense.
They go.
The problem with 2003 CGI though was that it didn't.
They hadn't figured out dust
They
yet.
hadn't figured out some of those particle things.
Is there anything else?
Something we haven't mentioned yet. I really enjoy the costume design as a whole. I'm not going where you're going.
I agree, but yeah, that's not what I was gonna say. I love the Mandalorian's look, especially when he gets his new Beskar armor.
Yeah, the
silver.
armor acquisition was really cool.
I enjoyed that. I was
Plus
hoping it would come like more together. Yeah. I was hoping each episode would have something that would tie
Instead,
that
it was
all
kind of
together.
like a
One, two,
we got
three.
one piece and then we got the rest.
Yeah.
Plus the way the blacksmith Mandalorian looks.
Yes,
so
the armor. She is.
She's dope. Her little fight scene is dope too.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
She bashes those helmets to a pulp. I was like, oh!
Yeah, they like shatter.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I do wish I enjoyed also in that the montage scenes when he was getting his new armor when she was melting down the plates and everything. I was like, man, this is cool. Let's do this every episode.
I agree.
That could be like their intro graphic.
We do need a sick Game of Thrones intro.
Yeah.
Like,
I was thinking Daredevil, like how the blood pours over.
Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of be like his armor being poured. But yes. Same thought. Sorry.
just an intro, rather than the title.
Intro credits for TV shows now is like a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm all here for it. I love it. What I was gonna say was I loved the soundtrack
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good music.
because it's not just John Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, and if it was, I think we would have all hated it.
It wouldn't have fit.
It wouldn't fit. Hated is a strong word.
It's Western trap music. It's
Yeah.
so dope. I love it. Like you have the, but then like when there's an action scene, it's just like it sounds like Black Panther. It's
Yeah.
just-
You definitely hear. Yep. Good old Ludwig.
so good.
Agreed.
I need to just sit down and listen to all the soundtracks.
The first time I noticed it, I was like, okay, all right, we're doing this.
in the room watching The Mandalorian going. It's like, oh, I need to pay attention.
But no, soundtrack is very good.
Yeah.
A highlight of the show for sure. Anything else?
I don't think I have anything else. I just can't wait for season
Very
2.
Yeah, I'm
excited for season
excited
2.
too.
Dark Saber, baby.
I'll be way more excited when season 2 rolls around because I'll actually know what that entails.
I can't wait for the end of season 2 when Mando turns on the Dark Saber and starts whipping butt.
Yeah. I think the only request I have is that we have a Favreau or whomever writes all of the episodes and we don't just tell the story in the number of episodes.
If it's going to be 6, make it 6.
make it 6.
Yeah.
I don't need any filler episodes that
Yeah.
fill out a place.
agree.
And I think they heard that. I think that was the main criticism that
Yeah.
I felt was being said.
Also-
Pretty general consensus.
Yeah.
I loved how they let Taika Waititi do his strangeness in his episode, but then also it felt like they compromised and he went straight into here's your season finale.
Yes.
Because like the opening with those stormtroopers
Yes.
was so
good.
funny.
It was so
Awesome.
good.
Huge fan of it.
Most hated character in Star Wars is Jason Sudeikis now.
Oh yeah.
Like,
He's worse than Jar Jar Binks.
yeah, and then like with the shooting, it's just like it's really meta and it's funny, but then IG kills him and we move forward and we're going. And I thought he directed that super well.
I would agree.
Grand Moff Tarkin killed an entire planet, but Jason Sudeikis punched Baby Yoda.
You don't punch Baby Yoda, man.
He deserved everything that
crimes.
happened.
So really funny story about that episode. I saw a GIF of that scene where he punches Baby Yoda, and I thought it was fake.
Oh.
So when I was watching the episode, I was rolling. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is actually real!" They did it.
That's awesome.
Like Hunter and I were laughing so hard about it. Like it was so funny to me. But yeah, they punched Baby Yoda.
Unforgivable sin. Yeah, so we liked it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess fanboy worthy.
Yeah.
Definitely fanboy worthy.
I think it has to land there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's in that part of its life cycle now for Star Wars that it's pretty much going to be fanboy worthy or
All right.
like it will never be a booyah anymore, unfortunately, probably, unless it's a brand new trilogy with no
Ties to the originals.
or nothing, like no nostalgia involved whatsoever. That's not going to happen.
I was going to say, I think Star Wars is too big for that now.
It almost is, because I was thinking even probably in February when Clone Wars comes out, like, because it's tied to 5-6 other seasons of something plus a whole nother
Plus
show.
a saga,
like yeah, it's probably just too in the weeds to give it like a, I don't know. I shouldn't judge things on that like that. I don't,
Yeah.
That's the struggle with how we rate things.
That's the flaw with our system.
Yep.
But oh well.
If you can solve the flaw in our system, we'll name a
Rating after you.
Yeah. Anyway, in any case, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I would
I'm just sorry if would I give this a fanboy? Nah, I'm gonna give this one to Dave. No offense if your name is Dave, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd just be funny.
It would be.
What was that?
Don't make fun of me.
I don't know what Luke's doing over there,
All
but
right,
you can find
all right.
all of our stuff
Yeah.
over on whatthefanboy.com. Go read Luke's review of The Witcher.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to power through that so we can do one of these for The Witcher. Have a proper TV talk episode on it.
I will power through as well.
Sounds good. Until next time, we'll see you guys.
Goodbye, everybody. Howdy.
That was no, we do that. That was awful. Tyler and I were over here like
Swinging in the chair.
don't mind me.
Howdy is good though because it is a space western.
space.
Yeah.
Howdy, partners. Welcome to Star Wars.
R2, what episode were you in? Oh, you got edited out?
He definitely made me think for a second, like, wait, R2 is in an episode? Where was I? I feel like I completely missed this.